If you are hoping your mortgage repayments might drop soon, forget it. That's off the table for at least 6 to 12 months. But here's the catch. Just because rates are on hold doesn't mean the housing market is slowing down. In fact, doing the opposite. Cotality's latest data shows dwelling values jumped an incredible 1.1% in October. That's 1.1% growth across the whole market in just 30 days. This is the fastest monthly rise in more than 2 years. Sydney's up 0.7, Brisbane's up an incredible 1.8, and Perth is up an insane 1.9 in a single month. February capital city home values have added around $53,000 on average. What's happening right now is a demand tsunami. The government's 5% deposit scheme has lit the fuse again. New data from Loan Market Group, Australia's biggest mortgage aggregator, shows a 39% surge in first home buyer applications since the scheme was expanded in October. That's right, the month they flipped the switch, buyers flooded in. Queensland, it's up 55%. South Australia, up 45%. New South Wales and Victoria, both up around 34%. These aren't tiny bumps, that's a stampede. The reason is simple. Now you can get in as a first-time buyer with as little as 2 to 5% deposit, and the government guarantees the rest of what would have been a 20% deposit, so you've got no lender's mortgage insurance costs. Sounds great, right? On the surface it does, but the guarantee doesn't make the loan smaller. It just skips the lender's mortgage insurance. So you're still borrowing 95% of the property's value. That's a huge amount of debt for a first-time buyer. Buyers think they're saving, but they're actually loading up way more debt just to get into a market where there aren't enough homes to buy in the first place. This demand from first-time buyers is colliding with a spike in investor demand and ultra-low listings. That's what's driving prices to new record highs across the country. AMP's chief economist Shane Oliver even called the scheme ridiculous. He said, yeah, the first few people benefit, but after that, prices just rise by the same amount as the new demand it created. It's like running on a treadmill that's speeding up. So even if the RBA sits tight, even if rates don't come down next year, this wave of desperate buyers backed by government guarantees, cheap credit is still going to push the market higher. You have to remember, guys, our current interest rate at 3.6% by historical standards is still incredibly low. Now, this is the part that people don't get. You don't need lower rates for prices to rise. You just need demand, and right now we've got too much of it and not enough supply.